Okay, we should be back. I forgot when I was in the car we were getting some connection issues, so I changed the bitrate, but I didn't actually go and reset the stream. So we're in a lower bit right now where we could support a bit of a higher bitrate, but it might just make sense to leave it at this, because as soon as we leave this town, I'm pretty sure there's not much going on for quite a while. Is it back up? Yes, it's back up. U480p. In theory, I could run it in 720p right now. Once we leave town, it will crash and burn, but should be around now. 40p is better than you expected. Well, that's nice. I know it's not as nice as it could be. So this is where they'll pull over here. They've got a soft curb, but that's very easy. All cars should be able to manage that curb. I'll show you what we're looking at. So plenty of room to pull over. And this is what they see. So decent line of sight. They'll be going slow still at this point. Have plenty of time to look at me. The sun's almost directly ahead, but slightly in front of me, which is good because it lights up the sign. So all things said, this is a good spot. Let's go catch a ride. Is that 60 shoulder? This shoulder's, you know, it's definitely doable, you know? I wouldn't say, oh boy, there's lots of ants here though. And they're red. Oh boy. Okay, let's just stay away from those ones. I might even tuck my pants into my socks a bit. I'm scared these guys are gonna crawl up my pant leg. That would not be fun. Sunglasses. Well, just stay away from me, ants, and we'll get along. No, then you look weird. I thought I look weird by default just because I'm hitchhiking. Show us the ants. Yeah, they're really small. They're ants. They're not like really grouped up. I can just see a lot walking around, and they're definitely red. Definitely red. Hope they don't crawl around my backpack. I'm gonna feel bad if I get that into someone's car. Oh, don't you fall over either. You tried. Haha, but I caught you. Some nice mountains coming up. I'm excited. I love mountains. I miss them. I miss mountains. Blue steel look. It's a good one. Yeah, backpack falling over emote. I would like one like that. Next trip should be from Canada all the way down to the southern tip of America. South America. That would be difficult, language-wise and connection-wise. Definitely won't be my next trip, but it could potentially be something in the future. Actually, part of Central America that can't be driven through? Yeah, it's called the Darien Gap between Panama and Colombia. Once you get past Bozeman, it's mountains to Washington. That sounds nice. I love Washington. I love mountains. I'm concerned about what that'll do for the stream, but we'll just have to deal with that. Mountains plus network connection, they don't blend that well. Idaho doesn't have a lot of mountains. have some. Golden Girls from Michigan are watching. Hey, Michelle. I'm gonna pull up my backup phone. Stay away from my ants. Stay away. I want nothing to do with you. Stay away from my stuff. Stay away. Oh, that's why. Someone chucked their drink out here and they spilt it there. So I can see a wet spot from someone that spilt their drink in the cups next to it. And the ants are going for the sugary drink. Is the map link down? Sometimes it's not working very well. Apparently if you open it in an incognito browser, it helps it work for some reason. Watch them in your bag. I know I don't have anything too tasty, but I don't want them to be crawling in my bag because then they're going to crawl out of my bag. And they might give me a few nibbles here and there. And I've already got enough bites. I've heard these guys, it doesn't feel nice when they're biting. You know, sometimes I don't mind bites in the right context, but this is not that context. It's not that context. How long ago was Colorado streams? Like 2 months ago? Not working for you, Chrome or Firefox? There you go. It seems to work for some people, not for others. Why, but it seems to be the way. Those ants are your friend? They're all my friend, my one friend? I want a little space between me and my friends. Split ramp? Yeah, so the cars you see coming this way, they're exiting the highway, and the cars you see coming this way are coming on, and then it loops around and then goes westbound. My drink. It's rude. You're being rude. Stop being rude. Just answering your viewer count. They're watching, yeah. They're watching. Reading. Commiserating. I just did a little scoop. I just scooped the one ant that was on my stuff. You're like, hey, give me a little space. Stay over there. Just give me a little space and we're fine. Alright, let's have a little bit of Gatorade. You guys are probably going to smell this Gatorade. They're chasing me down for it, which is rude. I don't consent. bit slower traffic on the saw now, but that's enough. It'll be just fine. Not gonna complain about this. Drivers probably think you're talking to yourself. Probably. That's okay. Talking to ants part of hitchhiking. That's true. That's true. Must talk to all the wildlife. Okay. We're in Montana, just west of Billings. Munchie, thanks for the 100 bits. An imaginary line, thanks for the 25 bits 4 minutes ago. Munchie, thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Alerts are back. Train is back. And there's another oil refinery here, it looks like. Feels good, man. How far did Keith take Trevor? He took me from Gillette, Wyoming to Billings, Montana. You're the train rip chase? Congratulations. You've grown up to be so big and strong. Hey, John Train, that's illegal. It's illegal. Last time an ant bit you on the leg, stung bad for half an hour and itched like crazy. Yeah, I don't like ants. Or their bites, at least. Hey, I see you getting close to my stuff. I see you. It's illegal if you get caught. Well, if I live stream that, then I am kind of by definition getting caught because I'm live streaming the process of me doing something illegal. Eh? It's not a good idea. What is that machine? Interesting. Miss Emily? Yeah, I did like her having her around. She's a really fun person to be around. Is the water bottle rucksack stand again? It seems to be standing up on its own right now. We're not using the water bottle stand technique. Bug repellent should be on top of the bag. Why? It's in one of the mesh pockets down the side for me right now. Train not scary, people lose limb or worse? Yeah. Yeah. Kim, one of the people that we were with on the RV, he told me that he's seen someone die on the train on it. Stuck their head out to see what was behind them and didn't look in front of them, and then there was something right next to the track and they didn't make it. There aren't even cars. They come in waves. Public showers, I think. The truck stops have showers. Besides you having that bag? Like freaking 20. I usually only carry like 3 with me at a time, and then I'll use them, and then I'll recycle them and get new signs and make more. But I want to give them away. When you move to another spot, I got picked up and drove 10 miles. Munchie, thank you very much. Spray circle around your bag. Does DEET repel ants as well as... Does DEET repel ants? Yes, it does. I guess it could. Do repel foraging fire ants, however, repellents will not deter angry ants from biting or stinging if they emerge. Okay. So it stopped them from like looking for food, but it wouldn't stop them from stinging. Of course it does. Well, I don't know. DEET doesn't work on everything. If I notice them coming to my bag anymore, I'll spray some DEET around my bag a bit. baby Airstream. Just a little baby one. Time to always told yourself this person might kill me? No. Except for their driving. This person might kill me by crashing their car. That's the most I've thought. It's the most I've experienced. How many states left? 5. Be in an accident? No. Make it to Bozeman tomorrow. Might can come give you a lift. As much as I appreciate the offer and it is generous, I don't accept the Uber lifts except for around town because it's not hitchhiking. Sending Uber to pick you up, that's not hitchhiking either. What states? Idaho, Utah, Nevada, Hawaii, Alaska. Trevor, can't believe you're talking to ants. Well, you know what? They need a little bit of scolding. Okay. Now we're kind of going on my bag a bit more. Alright, we got a circle. Are you going to get through where hitchhiking is legal? Potentially airplane hitchhiking. It's mostly illegal to solicit a ride from a roadway. Airports are not a roadway. Not much traffic at your spot? Yeah, it's not actually too busy. It'll work though. It'll work. There's quite a few services here and stuff. There'll be people that turn in here just to fuel up and stuff like that and then go back on the road. It'll work. I might be here a little bit, but that's okay. We'll hang out. We'll have some conversation. Airplane getting to Hawaii. I would like to hitchhike on an airplane there. I understand that will be difficult. This guy won't be able to pick me up, but maybe this year. For those of you that weren't around when I was saying this earlier, I contacted California Todd, the guy that taught me how to hitchhike on airplanes, about the hitchhiking to Hawaii thing, and he has a friend that apparently flies an empty plane to Hawaii every other week, and he's going to message him and see if he might be able to give me a lift. So in Russia, they come in waves. They wait in the left turn lane for the green light, and then they all come at once, which is nice because I can squat down, talk to you guys, and then stand up, catch a few cars, and come back. What happens if no one decides to pick you up? That's actually not a thing. Given enough times, guaranteed someone will pick me up. Most likely today, But if not today, tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, the next day, someone will always eventually pick you up. What's the best U.S. state for outdoor stuff? I haven't like gone to places and really checked out their outdoor stuff. I've been along the roadside for the most part. Like if I was really wanting to do outdoor stuff, I'd be going to Yellowstone right now, but I'm not for the purposes of this trip. So I really don't have a way to accurately answer that because I haven't been to enough places where I can be like, this is the spot to go. Often do drivers have an issue with broadcasting? I had one the other day, 3 days ago. I think it's only happened 9 times on this trip, I think. Stay with best weed. I don't smoke weed, so I don't know. It's the Canadian national anthem? Not unless there's a patriotic moment. Last time I sung it was when I was in Little Canada or something like that in the Twin Cities areas of Minnesota. Was it called Little Canada? Something. And they had Canadian flags on their poles, or like maple leaves rather. They just had maple leaves on their poles. So I sung Oh Canada there a little bit. Where are you? Montana. What state you started? Washington State. Ever get flipped off? Will people drive by? Yes. Happens once every few days or so. This has probably happened like 30 times on this trip or something like that. Should have a best of bud here in Cali. See, but that doesn't make sense. You know, if someone says I don't drink and you're like, you should buy some fire whiskey that we got here in Tennessee. Well, I don't drink. That doesn't make any sense. Same thing for weed. It doesn't matter how good the weed is. I don't want it. Still in Billings? We're 10 miles west of Billings. Something you expected once started hitching, but never had happen. Well, on this trip I thought I would have more people turn down the ride because of the camera, but it's only happened like 9 times in 44 rides. But I don't know, it's been pretty normal. Actually, you know what? For Virginia, I thought I would have had someone like kind of come up and expose themselves before 900 some odd rides, but it took 900 rides for that to happen in Virginia. I hitchhiked through Boise? I don't know. Am I? Do you like no speed Autobahn in Germany? Yeah, it's the fastest I've ever drove. About 200 kilometers an hour in a Volkswagen, like Passat. Weirdest thing you've been asked out of nowhere. Another Virginia thing. I was wondering if I could suck your dick. As it was just like out of nowhere, out of left field. We were talking about normal stuff. All of a sudden, that. Were you offended by it? No. Oh, was it? He politely asked. It just came out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa! Thanks for the offer, but no. Any ants on the bag? I haven't noticed any. Have you got a fist fight while hitchhiking? Nope. How many rides so far today? 2. 2 rides down. We'll see. Both of them were short, but that's okay. Both of them were really fun rides, so that was cool. Had any encounters with police yet? Yeah, like 8 times on the strip, 9 times on the strip, something like that. I've had 4 police rides. Tried doing the Ansketa ride. That's not my method. Favorite person, great people I've met on the road? I've met a lot of noteworthy ones. I wouldn't be able to pick one favorite. So most recently we had Prospect, Nitrous, and Pam. That was really fun in an RV. First RV that's ever pulled over for me, moving. Like that was a big moment. Pete and Amy in Massachusetts, Cal and Kim in Kansas, the Vietnamese family in Florida, California Todd in California. We're School Watch, thanks for setting those up. That's something you can thank Impact Velocity for. All of a sudden I got a notification that I was live, and I'm like, wait, I'm live? How did that happen? I didn't set it up. You stream the cop rides? All but one, yes. Police escorts are not hitchhiking, we know. What does that mean? When a cop pulls over, they ask what you're up to, and you're like, oh yeah, this. They're like, okay, what you're doing is fine, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, could you give me a ride down the road? And they're like, yeah, sure. I think that's hitchhiking a ride with the police. Are we exhausted to answer the same questions over every day, including that question? My goal is to show people what hitchhiking's like, and part of that is telling people, like answering questions as new people show up. I think I would be doing a bad job at my goal of showing people what hitchhiking's like if I'm not willing to answer questions about what hitchhiking's like. Of course, every day we're gonna have new viewers, and like they're gonna have questions that other people have asked. That's part of streaming. You're gonna answer the same questions. Never been arrested. I got detained in Japan. Never had to hitchhike around someone's lap. Haven't hitched around someone's lap. I've been in some pretty like cramped quarters, but not a lap. Police escorts are good hitchhiking, good to know. Well, if you ask a cop for a ride and they're like, yeah, sure, I'll give you a ride down the road, I don't know how it's not. Do a lot of your friends hitchhike? I'm the only one that I know that hitchhikes. Why did change in Japan? Miscommunication. Someone dropped me off from hitchhiking where I shouldn't have been, and then they didn't know where to put me. Do you like strawberry? Yes. Nice sub badge, just about time. Thanks, Impact. Some states not allowed you to hitchhike? Yeah. Nevada, Idaho, Delaware, New Jersey. Just had that 90 west sign for a while. When did I adapt this one? Was it Sioux Falls? When did I make it? Because that was 90 west, but I don't know if I made it right away or if I did it later. Okay, the Ligma stuff is over, guys. Everyone knows what it is, especially streamers. You're not gonna get any more people with the Ligma stuff. More enjoyable hitchhiking the stream than without. I really enjoy hitchhiking with the stream. I was fine waiting by myself. I'm a very patient person. I could stand here with no outside influences and just be like boop-a-doop-a-doop and wait for a ride and I'll be fine. But it is really fun to have you guys around with me. Ever someone try to buy something from you while hitchhiking? I'm sure I've had someone try to lightly sell me something or sell me on something, an idea, stuff like that. But no, not too much. Atari 6'10", 280 pounds, of course. Any sponsors yet? So we've been talking about those like bonded networking kind of solutions where you tie multiple connections together to create a faster, more reliable network. I have a trial period with one of those for 7 days, and after that, talk to a company about having a partnership with them. I'm not going to advertise which company until we get it, and then we'll talk all about that, but I'll be getting that in Salt Lake City. So the stream quality should improve significantly pretty shortly here. Unfortunately, that's right at the tail end of this trip, but but yeah. Garmin Snickers, I responded and I'm just waiting for a response. Sometimes those things can take a long time. Extend the trip to South America. The thing is, I'm gonna have SIM cards for the United States for my card, like, so that doesn't work in South America. But it's not a gun run backpack, it's a different one. Better late than never. But that said, I started streaming 113 days ago. That's not very long time of streaming before you invest fully into a IRL backpack kind of thing. If you buy all that stuff, you're looking at $2,000 US plus network costs. It's not cheap. It's the first sign say Wichita. Gun run weighs 300 pounds. I don't think quite that, but it's substantial. You get to sport IRL outside. Present and future. Yeah, I think there's so much you can do with outdoor IRL streaming, and I'd love to see where I could take it and where other people take it. Idaho, Nevada, Hawaii, Alaska left, and Utah. With that said, I've technically been to Utah, but I'm gonna go there again. Seb, don't I go for a backpack, bro? I'm getting it all sent to me. It's already being sent to me. Also, I don't want to set up donation goals like that on this trip, at least. Maybe at some point in my streaming career I'd have a donation goal for something, but I've been against it so far. I didn't get into this for the money. I got into this specifically to show you guys what hitchhiking's like. Like, I can't say I'd never have one, but that's not what this channel's about at this point in time. I'm still using a smartphone at this moment, but with one of those bonded networking things, they connect by SDI or HDMI cable, and I don't think you can connect a phone to that, so I'd be getting an actual camera. Flying to Hawaii, then how'd you get to Alaska? I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. More money buys more trips. We're at the point right now where I could get home and immediately fly to a new country. Also, I have airline miles. I could get there essentially for free to another country. What I think I'll do is I'll get back home to Canada, decide where I want to go, see if I can use my points to get a first class flight somewhere, and anywhere in North America, and then hitchhike there and fly first class to where I want to go. Just because it would be funny, and I can stream the process of trying to find a first class flight to redeem my miles for. For camping or motel? It depends. It depends on the climate, really. If it cools down at night, I love sleeping outside. I love the sounds of nature. It just makes me feel cozy. If it's super hot and humid, I don't like sleeping outside that much. If it's raining, I don't mind sleeping outside. It's waking up and packing up all your wet gear in the rain that I don't like. How many multiple SIM cards could you use at once? I think on the one I have, you can bond up to 10 or 12. How long am I waiting? I don't know. You went hitchhike at my age. Totally enjoy watching your adventure. Great people you meet and the neat places I wouldn't normally see. Thanks for all that. Thanks for the kind words, Looney. Did you get all the air miles? Churning credit cards. Signing up for credit cards just to get the sign-up bonus, get the points, cancel the card, wait a few months, get the card again. I'm going tubing down the Madison River tomorrow. Out of where? Where is that? How is that? Churn and burn, baby. That's right. Get the card, get the points, cancel the card, wait a bit. Get the card, get the points, cancel the card, wait a bit. Boom! It's more difficult in Canada. You guys have it better here in the US than I do, but all unlimited SIM card? Well, mine is, and I'm not sure the exact parameters. They're sending me a few different data cards. I'm not sure how many. I'm not sure how much data they can use on them. State line of Montana/Idaho. Still a ways yet. Still quite a ways. How many rides so far today? 2 short ones. Turning like that doesn't take too much a hit on your credit score. So one of the things they look at on your credit score is credit, or hard hits on your credit, a credit application. And it does lower your score a little bit, but if all you're doing is applying for credit cards, if you don't have a mortgage or a bank loan you're planning on applying for anytime soon, it doesn't really affect it, and it's gone within like 6 months. It's completely gone off your score. It's 12 months at most. So if you apply for 6 cards, it might drop you down like 30, 40 points, but if you don't really need that credit score for something substantial, why does it matter? It'll clear itself out within a year. A lot of cards these days have minimum purchase amount before getting the rewards. Yeah, there's ways to spend money on the card and put that spend back into currency and put that back on the card. There's ways around it. Not much traffic. That's okay. It'll work. We just gotta get some time. Last time I was here, you were in New Year? How you been? I was in New Year. New York? I'm guessing New York? How's it been? Since New York, it's been great. Lots of hitchhiking, lots of people, lots of fun. Credit cards are a big scam. It depends how you use them. I get a lot of value out of them. I've flown around the world in first class. I've showered on an airplane. All thanks to credit card rewards. They found the stream on day 110, thoroughly enjoyed it. Hey, glad you enjoyed the stream, gamer, tamer. Hit Bozeman, hit the M. Like the M on the sign? Or what does that mean? Rich parents. Me or who? Me? I grew up extremely middle class. Do you pay for camping? I free camp. Hate paying for a little plot of grass to set down a tent on. There's so much empty land out there, it doesn't make sense to me to pay for it. Yes, he already said? I didn't hear what he said. Not using credit cards is a poor financial decision. I agree with you, as long as you use them responsibly. If you use them responsibly, you're hurting yourself financially by not using credit cards. You say get a job? I have a job. Little does he know. Professional hitchhiker. That was extremely middle class? I don't know. Not poor, but not rich. You met an additional job? Get multiple jobs. Keep grinding, keep fighting. Like, this is what I enjoy, but I at this point, is it technically my job? I don't know. A lot of people talk smack, and be like, get a real job. When are you gonna stop doing this and get a real job? I don't know. I like this. Here's a get a sub, as in subscribe for more thrilling content. You're living life, man. I agree. This is what I love to do. And I'd love to see how far I can push the boundary of IRL streaming into different things. Like, I think this was a cool idea for IRL streaming. I think there's other stuff that we can do with IRL streaming. As network infrastructure progresses. I think there's a lot of potential, and I'd like to see what I could do with it. Are you planning on getting through Utah? Several people have done a lot of research for me, and it seems like you can actually hitchhike in Utah. Now, the hitchhiking laws around impeding traffic, but they include the shoulder on that, so I'd actually have to stand off the shoulder on most likely like the gravel or grass next to it. How much percentage do you say for retirement? With the streaming stuff, I don't do anything for retirement yet. I set aside enough to pay taxes, because they don't withhold taxes on my income, and I have to pay taxes on all this. So I'm making sure I have at least like 30% set aside. Hitchhiking the Pacific Coast Trail or something would be cool. Hitchhiking the PCT is a hiking trail. And the network isn't there to stream on the PCT trail yet. I hitchhiked down the West Coast Highway at 101 and a bit of 1. This really means which one of those you mean. No, just hiking? Yeah, the network's not there yet. It'll work in some places, but I'm going to say most places on the PCT are not going to have network there. It's cool your wife and I roll by and say hi when you hit our part of town. Yeah, sure, you can come by and say hi. Oh, which area are you in? Because there's a chance I might not end up in your town. Like, I might not end up stopping there. I could get right through it. What am I in? Got one. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, where you going?
I'm going west, then south into Idaho. Whereabouts you guys headed to? Bozeman? Well, that would help me out a ton. No, I'm documenting the process of hitchhiking, so I have a camera on me. It doesn't have to be on you guys. I promise I won't.
Can you help me?
I can absolutely help you. Yeah, one sec. So you're okay with the camera being in the car, just not on you, or on you, or?
It's gonna be recording.
It's a live stream. Is what I do.
Okay.
I document
Sure.
the process of hitchhiking.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yep. and my bag. Just want me to try and get back there?
No, back there.